And now it's time for Training Camp Today with Neil Roberts and the Minnesota Vikings.
He's in his second year as punter for the Minnesota Vikings, and Jeff Locke joins us now. And Jeff, talk about the transition last year, coming out of a major college program into the NFL. How do you think it went?
It went pretty well. Didn't start out the way I wanted to the first couple games in the NFL, but kind of settled in towards the middle end of the season and got my feet under me, and I'm looking to improve upon that going into this next year.
Now, I guess the big transition, right, going from indoor at the Dome to outside at TCF. How do you anticipate that going?
I think it's going to go pretty well. Blair and I and Cullen have all been going to the stadium to kind of check out how the wind affects things, how the turf reacts to us. So we're definitely putting in our due diligence to get things right.
I'd read that you've been there a handful of times or so already. What nuances are you noticing?
I can't get into too much detail, but just how the wind funnels through different parts of the stadium, what the actual weather forecast wind is saying compared to what's actually happening in the stadium. So we just got to kind of know what flags to read also.
All right, more on special teams when we come back.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields, when it comes to gear and expert advice, we're right there with you. Visit any one of our locations or shields.com.
Work for an industry leader. Cummins is now hiring diesel engine technicians for Fargo and Minot, North Dakota. If you have the drive and the talent necessary to be a Cummins certified diesel engine technician, apply today. Call us at 701-282-2466 or stop into any of our North Dakota locations in Fargo, Minot, and Grand Forks. Again, 701-282-2466. That's 701-282-2466. Cummins, the industry leader.
And we're back with Vikings punter Jeff Locke, and of course he also holds on kicks, and the same trio intact with Loeffler and Walsh, and building on that continuity, something you can't take for granted, I guess, but something that experience I'm sure helps, right?
Yeah, definitely experience helps. Every snapper is just slightly different. Every kicker likes the ball tilted slightly different, so having a year under a belt working together makes it much easier going into this season.
How about the buzz right now with Coach Zimmer here and the team collectively, and what are you picking up on with the new vibes of the new staff?
I think it's great. All the guys are really buying into what Coach Zimmer's putting out there, and the rest of the staff. I mean, we're loving it so far, and I think it's just gonna keep building if guys stay committed, and I think they will.
All right, Jeff. Hey, thanks for your time. Have a great 2014.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, Jeff Locke with us. Hey, that concludes this edition. If you missed one, check us out on the website, trainingcamptoday.com. Until next time, I'm Neil Roberts.
You've been listening to Training Camp Today, brought to you in part by Shields. We're right there with you, and by Cummins End Power.